150 square kilometers, 85% of which is made up of fields and farmland. This is Ahaus. A Baroque castle in the middle of the town. This too is Ahaus. "40,000 inhabitants, 5 districts, 12 kilometers of shared border with the Netherlands, a healthy middle-class economy, 20 schools, 1 hospital, 41 sports clubs and 19 shooting clubs. All this, too, is Ahaus. Ahaus does an excellent balancing act between German Münsterland tradition and modern family-orientated town. In the 13th century, Ahaus received its town charter. In 1969, the village of Wölln was added to Ahaus, which 6 years later also incorporated Altstädte, Wessum, Ottenstein and Graz. The house by the Ahr gave the place its name. Nothing is left of the house, but the little river Ahr flows through the park behind the castle. The greatest tourist attraction of Ahaus remains the moated castle. It was built in 1690 as a hunting residence, a kind of holiday home for the Prince Bishop, and today houses the Technical Academy and 2 small museums. Better known up and down the country is quite a different building in Ahaus, the interim storage facility for radioactive waste. With every cask shipment, the protest of the anti-nuclear activists ensure that Ahaus hits the headlines. This is not the only reason why the town regularly invites the public to visit the Ahaus Industry Days. On occasions, the local industries put their other achievements on display, and there are plenty of them. The wood processing industry is central to Ahaus' economy. The company Ter Halle von Ottenstein specializes in houses made of wood. The company's success is based on the most modern technology and excellent workmanship. If you associate spectacles with the German company Fielmann, you will be familiar with their shops, fitted by Hemmling GmbH. The shop construction company saws, mills and varnishes countless shop interiors over the whole of Europe, including those of the famous Hamburg spectacles dealer. A total of 120 fully pre-assembled shop interiors are produced here every year. In Wessum, the company Ahaus has been producing doors, apartment doors, interior room doors, fire doors, doors for hospitals, schools or hotels. In the fully automated high-rack warehouse, up to 200,000 doors are waiting at any moment for their buyer. In Ahaus, as elsewhere, life begins with birth. In the St. Marien Hospital, over 600 babies are born each year. Most of them can expect to lead a cared-for childhood in a child-friendly town. This, at least, is the view of Ahaus parents.
Wir haben hier viel Gelände, hier im Schlosspark kann man natürlich gut hingehen. Und dann haben wir das Familienzentrum, da gibt es viele Angebote, gerade für kleine Kinder. Und ich denke auch später, so Kindergarten, Schulen, das ist hier gut versorgt. Also auch insgesamt die Leute, wenn man durch die Stadt geht, da sind unheimlich viele Leute mit Kinderwagen unterwegs, die achten auf einen, wenn man einkaufen geht, also machen einem den Weg frei, halten einem die Tür auf und so, das hat man ja auch nicht überall.
The newly designed pedestrian zone in the center of Ahaus is a well-loved meeting point, not only on the weekends. Here you can combine business with pleasure, strolling, shopping, and of course, catching up with the latest news. Ahaus Center is also the center of the region's communication. But also the citizens of the neighboring cities and towns enjoy coming to Ahaus to do their shopping. Ahaus is a young town, and every provision has been made for the well-being of its younger citizens. With its 20 schools, Ahaus is a significant educational center of the region, with all types of schools available to suit individual needs. Children will, sooner or later, turn into adults, with only one thing on their minds. For those few really important words of life, Ahaus has a special atmosphere to offer, the historical Villa van Delden. Over 200 marriages per year also make sure that the bakers are kept busy. Bringing the vegan has a long tradition in Ahaus. For every newborn child, friends, acquaintances and neighbors bring round a giant loaf of sweet raisin bread. The drinks are on the house. An essential part of the ideal Ahaus lifestyle is buying a house. Certainly after the marriage, if not before. Estates of privately owned houses as far as the eye can see, and, a rare sight for city dwellers, children still playing in the streets. Ahaus has taken care of everything, even when those aches and pains begin. The St. Marian Hospital offers top-quality medical care. The trademark of the St. Marian Hospital is loving care and the best possible medical treatment. Good old-fashioned country life also still exists around Ahaus. Another skill perfectly mastered in Ahaus is that of iron processing. Deformation technology is the name of the discipline, and Wegener Stahl Service is only one of the several representatives of the trade in Ahaus. Folding, laser cutting, stamping, sheet iron is here turned into construction parts. This, for example, will end up as the boom of a truck-mounted crane.
Wir haben hier eine gute Infrastruktur, wir haben also keine Verkehrsprobleme. Unsere Mitarbeiter können uns sehr schnell erreichen.
How about a bit of plastic processing? So-called printing sleeves made of plastic and polyurethane reinforced with glass fiber are the specialty of the company Poly West. Ahaus is cutting edge. The sleeves are precision work and supply an eager market as they reduce the conversion times for printing machines, so they're worth pure gold. Ahaus also has an excellent national reputation in ophthalmology. The private clinic near the castle is the third largest of its kind in Germany. Patients come to Ahaus from all over North Rhine-Westphalia for laser or eye cataract operations. 12 oculists and 85 staff help improve the sight of thousands of patients each year.
In den Großstädten gibt es nicht so qualifizierte Mitarbeiter wie auf dem Lande. Wir können ganz anders Mitarbeiter finden, die dann auch engagiert sich weiterbilden und dann uns helfen.
Which brings us to the question, what do people from Ahaus do when they're not working? Quite simply, they enjoy their lives and their surroundings, usually in true Münsterland tradition, while riding a bicycle. The historic restaurant Haarmühle is the central point for a wide range of interesting tours, a lively toing and froing across the border with the Dutch neighbors, and the chance of a well-deserved beer. A round of golf or one of the numerous clubs offers a chance to meet up with friends. Membership in at least 2 clubs is almost obligatory for social life in Ahaus. And another peculiarity of Ahaus: the boys meet up just for fun, for a chat, even long after they've ceased to be boys. But before you get the impression that everything's perfect in Ahaus, there are things that still go wrong, despite excellent relations with the gods. For example, there have been musical summers, normally one of the highlights of town life, which turned out to be anything but summery. But this cannot bother a true Ahaus native.
Ich will dir zeigen, was kein menschliches Ohr jemals wahrgenommen hat. Setz dich!
Let's just remember, Ahaus is not Berlin or Munich. It's not even Essen or Düsseldorf. But Ahaus has its own charm, not to mention Graz, Wessum, Ottenstein, Wüln or Altstätte. There are beautiful surroundings, an excellent municipal and traffic infrastructure, and plenty of jobs. And finally, it's not difficult to get along with the friendly, easygoing people of Ahaus.